This is the Herrscher Finality. We don't have skill descriptions as the moment is Time Flint and Moonblade. And Time Flint is her gun stance, and Moonblade is her swords. And I guess with the weapon active, it applies Wither State on her weapons. This is Domain of Genesis, pre-armed version of and more total damage to enemies in Withered State. Finality obviously gains more fire damage when she has the Domain of Genesis. There's a cooldown reduction also, and obviously more fire damage, and then Absolute Time Fracture. Absolute Time Fracture is when you hold your evasion button and it stops time for a period of time. It has an internal cooldown that cannot be changed except with one Elysian signet. A jump, if you click your ultimate when ultimate's not ready, you can do that twice. Fire damage, weapon active damage. She's always in Herrscher form. The MQTEs or weapon make them take more fire damage. Herrscher form, weapon active and combo attack. So she's always going to have that extra fire damage. And then with the set bonuses, basic attacks, joint bursting, 1 stack moon. Casting weapon active grants 1 stack plus time. It refreshes instead of stacking. And then in Herrscher form for the 3-piece, weapon active's ultimate deal 5% more fire damage. Weapon active makes some enemies take 18% more total damage. The Herrscher Finality, highly gear dependent and I wish I could show her kit right here. The trio, her ultimate changes, and actually there's some other functionality changes too. We will be testing Elysian Realm, or we're doing ultimate builds. We're doing Elysian Realm before we do this, and I'll do the trio at the end, just one boss. Burden, I'm gonna run the Lonely Moon. Kiana does have a passive where she gains Elemental Breach, so I don't know if AE makes sense. Gain SP, you know what? Why not? And then we're going to use Kiana's Elf, which actually, most importantly, gives the team elemental damage, flammability, and conductive status. We can look at her signets if you go here. This is Time Flint. There's Blessing of Final Moon. It releases another shockwave on her ultimate. Blessing of the Rift, Blessing of Clarity, Blessing of Condensation, which is for Absolute Time Fracture. I find Time Fracture build is not that effective because you can't. This is the only way to reduce cooldown as influenced by like signets of Setsuna. And you don't get an extra charge, reduce the cooldown of it. This is the only way to reduce the cooldown as far as I'm concerned. So we're gonna go Blessing of Final Moon though. We're gonna do a Deliverance build because I think this can work better in Finality. Hopefully. We'll use our weapon active, right? We'll use that, and then we'll make her ultimate do more damage. Her ultimate. Cool. Boom. Yeah, see that secondary explosion did a lot of damage. Now she does extra damage to Nihilus shells on her ultimate before they're in the seed form. So she's a good boss killer, I guess, since the imaginary boss have quite a bit of shell. Alright, we're gonna go Signet of Ego again. Because it's always worth it. Yeah, see that almost one-shot him. We are on Finality. So I can show her Time Fracture right here, so she does that. Everything's frozen. And then here's her jump. Boop, boop, and you can do a downward slam. Cycles Samsara. Overall, really cool. Alright, we probably want Blessing the Rift. Probably want Signets of Gold. I know Deliverance makes sense. Yep, she's pretty interesting. Okay, that was some damage. Yeah, I guess we all look. Look at that image in the looks like we have another Signet of Ego. Never been this lucky. Out of all my Finality runs I've done off recording, just like testing Kiana, this is so far my best run. Probably want Griseo then, right? See what we actually get. 15 million. Is that 15 million? Probably want Blessing of 5 million. It gives us an extra combo. I will have order for eternity. Right, Kiana, show us your damage. Ooh. That was not good. We're lacking a little bit. Never mind, this boss is definitely dead. I think we got him. I do like Echo Gold better. Wow, 42 million damage. Alright. That means we use our time fracture more. I might have messed it up. Come on. Uh, this bug. Oh. Oh my. I'm sure this boss will be only 2 health bars from ultimate. Never mind. Alright, for my next trick, I will try, oh, jeez. Absolute time fracture, and then ultimate, maybe? This is not, going as well as I was hoping. Why isn't she using her cycle of samsara? What's going on? Kiana? Is she broken? I couldn't consume the descendants. Wow. Oh, that's only 14 million. Boss with elemental damage weakness shield. It's just this boss again. This time not an ice shield, just elemental damage. Might have been a mistake. Ow! He's like, I'm gonna take damage. Did I make a mistake by using elemental damage? Well, he's like he's taking much damage. I'm not too fond of this right now. Oh. Evan Eden Griseo. Obviously, Final Moon is. Mental damage. T. T. Blade of the Balloon. 2 weapon act. Something. Let's get that. We'll do that. That's really good. Oh yeah, I can do this. I don't have a stack, do I? Nope. Already messed up. I want to re-record this again. We are actually doing less damage this run. Get rid of her or her. This is good. We got Blessing of the Rift. Oh no, that triggers ultimate evasion skill. So there could be a clarity build, like slightly higher buff. No absolute time fracture either. It's still not back. It still hasn't returned. What is going on? Oh, it's this thing. Let's actually ult on this. Let's see what happens when we ult. Because this is a pretty big AoE. Oh, he hits all of them. And did not destroy any of them. Wow. And I can't use my combo. I don't know what's going on. Keep on running into a problem. Yeah, this one completely different. Boss more than likely is very dead. Oh my god, 138 million damage. I love Phobia. He's not a nice flame chase. He is really cool. Not the best Mobius fight. Hey, we killed Mobius. First try. Alright, we're gonna do Abyss now. Sorry, I had to re-record this part because my audio wouldn't work. If you notice from the Elysian realm footage, and I apologize because I'm not going to re-record that. I've already had to re-record a bunch of stuff. Let's just say, as the video went on, my mic audio got more and more scuffed, and I don't know what's going on. It's just an issue with this Elgato mic, so I apologize. There will be subtitles. Something is just wrong with the equalizer and sound suppression. We'll fight Benares with just a fire build, so we're going to use Ion Sean and Truth. And in May's video, we'll do a triple S trio. You'll see that in a later date. The reason why I'm using Truth, because Truth overrides Raven at the end of the day, and then AE at the moment. So I don't know, we'll find out. I'm gonna do 3 bosses. On my previous recording I had more bosses, but let's get Ion Sean's passives going. Probably one of my favorite characters in Honkai, honestly. She's so funny. Oh, I messed up something. Yeah, I know I need to get truth out. Alright, let's get that breach. I assume the elemental breach usually doesn't stack, but I assume because the trio, Truth and Kiana's breach, do stack. I don't really know an optimal loadout for this. It's not going well. In fact, I think the trio might be better here. Kiana's already almost dead. I can't absolute time fracture and then ultimate because there's a bug right now. I don't think they fixed it yet. Unless my rotation's bad. If you guys have a correction of my rotation, let me know. Maybe Raven was a better idea. Who knows? Yeah, this is a pretty bad score. So hopefully if we use May, we won't have that many problems. Because this is a really bad score. Honestly, I think I had a higher score with the trio. And we could do this again with the trio and just show a lot easier with the trio. I was going to show the trio last, but let me just compare damage. I think this would have been better with the trio. I think I had a much higher score. So if this Kiana video is a little scuffed in quality, I apologize. Well, here's the trio's ultimate. There's no sound yet. Looks really cool. Does a lot of damage. You can see all the different elemental types. Switch to me. Raiden me. Okay. Funny enough, I do have the damage bonus on all their stigmatas, so nobody can say, oh, you didn't have damage modifiers on it. No, I did. I always add the attack because it's just free damage. Really can't go wrong with the attack stat on stigmatas. Yeah, so if you know what I did wrong with the fire rotation, let me know. With Ion Sean and Truth. I'm not really sure. I think we're just doing more damage with Kiana at this point. Still not like a good number, honestly. Like, this is a pretty awful number. Overall, not very pleased with the performance of the trio. I think they require a high investment to actually be worthwhile. I'm sure at higher S levels, they're probably like the top DPS in terms of imaginary bosses and from these elemental bosses, but honestly, like, we barely did better. Maybe my rotation's wrong. I really hope somebody can tell me best rotation for this better. I don't usually make Honkai videos, just stream it, so I apologize if the quality's a bit scuffed. So this is Benares, and Benares, when you do certain damage types, you actually have to have all 3 damage types, elemental damage types to kill Benares, or at least to do good DPS, because you get punished. Now it's hard with the trio. Finality is primary DPS. I mean, May is definitely good, but you always use their ultimates, right? You rotate into right here. Unless there's a way to turn that off. Destroy bullets, that's pretty easy. Honestly, I did not get a good number. I keep on getting 400. I don't know how people are getting 700. This is an awful number. I wouldn't want this number to be 30. Ooh. Like I said though, May's video will do the trio triple S as a finale for this video series. And gotta try that, right? I'm never gonna have that in live. You know what? Let's try AE instead of Ruth. And I know. Well, let's just see what happens. Alright, with a fully decked out AE, which I know is not realistic. How would AE work with Finality instead of using Truth? And of course, Ion Chan's a necessity if you're doing fire damage. She's probably one of the best fire supports. This might work, but let's just see. See how her ultimate works. You know what? So far, not the worst. Plus we get SP. It took a little bit to set up, but hey, I might actually use Ion Sean for this, yeah. Yeah, this boss, actually in Memorial Arena, he's a little scarier. Yeah, that's not such a good number. So let me try with Truth really quick. Starting off with Ion Sean. I don't know why I used the Kiana elf, but hey, switch to Truth. Your ultimate. Try to get that elemental breach. Switch to Kiana. Do her ultimate. It's probably now the time to do an absolute wow. Wow, okay. Okay, Kiana. Well, Kiana died. Okay, well there's truth. Yeah, if Kiana would have died, we got on a higher score. So that's unfortunate, but truth does help with imaginary enemies. I hope you guys enjoyed Herrscher of Finality. I will do a video on May, as I've probably mentioned, and I apologize for the beginning if it's a little scuffed. Again, there's subtitles, but you can catch me on stream where things are hopefully less scuffed, and I will be doing more Honkai videos. There might also be one on the event. I hope you have a good rest of your day, and that subscribe button if you like to see more. I'll catch you next time. Boop.